Hi Aries, and welcome to Esotera Tarot. My name is Lydia, and today I'm pulling energies and messages for the sign of Aries for what you don't see coming: Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if this reading isn't resonating with you Aries, then don't worry about it. Just pop over to one of my other videos, check one of your other placements. I'm sure you'll find yourselves in there somewhere. So today Aries, we're going to do things a little bit differently around here. The Divine Timing Oracle was just shouting at me to appear for your reading today. We'll see how it goes. If it's good and it's useful, then we'll stick around for the other side. But let's just see what's going on. If someone wants to talk to you, Aries, or wants to talk to the collective today. So I'm going to pull a Divine Timing Oracle. The message on it will resonate with you or it won't. If it doesn't, check another placement. And then we'll jump into the tarot just to get some more details on that and see what it is the universe wants to say to you. Okay, can you please bring me Aries, please, then a Divine Time Oracle deck who wants to speak up for the first time ever on the channel. I use it normally to clarify anything that looks like it's got a specific time attached to it, but it seems like, at least with this collective of readings, the spirit wants to start with that timing element and then jump into the details. So we'll see. I'm sure it'll all come out in the wash, Aries. It'll all come out in the wash. It always does. Okay. So what is it that Aries needs to know? What doesn't Aries see coming? What's it got to do with Aries and what they don't see coming? What is this time on here, please? Okay. One more shuffle then. Oh, that one. Okay. Obsessing over timing creates blocks. Do you know what? That kind of rude, if I'm honest with you. You wanted to come out and now you're calling us obsessed over time. But okay, Spirit, I'm going to go with you. Obsessing over time. And that's creating blockages for you. Now, for the Aries resonating with this, maybe you're waiting on someone, you're waiting on something to happen. It's actually slowing the process down. I mean, what do they say? A watch pot never boils. So can we please get some more info on that for Aries? What's Aries waiting for? What is Aries waiting for? What is Aries waiting for? Okay. What are you waiting for? What is this that Aries needs to know about creating blocks of timing, waiting, expectations, like expectations and things like that? Okay, what does Aries need to know? Okay, we've got the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. You're waiting for an offer to come in, emotional. So it could be a love offer from somebody or an offer of kind of partnership, companionship, but you don't know when it's coming in. Or maybe it's something that you've been looking for, and this would actually be a very good card for creating blocks. The Eight of Swords is not only just keeping things out, like it's in I don't know what's out there. Either you're deliberately not looking at something, or there's something that you're just not aware of, which it could be your energy now, Aries, although it's something you're aware of but you're waiting for, but you just don't know when it's coming in. But what it does with this, with the Eight of Swords, it also blocks you and actually keeps your energy closed up and caged. That's why not only has she got a blindfold on, she's also tied up with her hands behind her back. So maybe there's something in the waiting. It's kind of making you a bit stagnant, Aries, in some way. There's a stagnation here, waiting on something to come in. It's like you're saying, I can't start this until they come in with this. An offer of love or something like that. Okay, right, let's see. A brand new beginning. Something that you're really invested in. It could be something creative as well. The Ace of Cups isn't just love, it's also creativity. It's what you're emotionally pulled towards, but you're waiting for it to come in. Okay. So what else we've got here? We've got Strength, the Tower, and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is like an energy of like, almost like you're working away on something, and it comes in, this thing that comes in all of a sudden. And the reason it's not coming now is because you're not ready for it. Because it's showing me that whatever it is you're expecting, Aries, is probably going to require more strength, time, investment from you than you currently realise. And the universe is waiting for the right time for when you have kind of got into that place, either energetically or physically, to be able to hold whatever comes in, whatever it is you're expecting. Okay, now moving forward for Aries, please, what they don't see coming here. And that's creating blocks. That once you then start working on something else, it's like then it comes in. Okay, right. Yeah, there we go. The Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and the Hanged Man. Yeah. It's being paused. Whatever. There is a block. Seven of Wands is a block there. There's something that wants to move towards you. The Emperor. It's a very powerful energy. Now, this could be an individual. So say you're asking for your soulmate. Obviously, that's a huge energy in your life. It's basically your equal. The universe is basically waiting for a time when you are ready to receive that energy. Or if it's like a new promotion, obviously it's more responsibility. Hopefully it means more skill, but often that never happens, Aries, does it? Let's be honest. More time, more experience. The universe is waiting for you to gather those. I'm thinking it is work related with the Eight of Pentacles there, waiting for you to reach that level before it comes in. But when it comes in, it's like boom, it comes in all of a sudden. And you have to, the universe just wants to make sure that you're able to hold whatever energy this is that you're expecting. That's why there's been a block. And I was obsessing over the timing of this coming in. It's actually distracting you from actually gaining the skills and increasing the, it's either going to be skills or it's going to be your energy or something like that, ascending upwards energetically or physically to meet whatever it is you're expecting to come in. If that makes sense, Aries. Okay. Can we please go into the Eight of Swords, please? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Let's clarify that Eight of Swords. What is it? What's going on here? Can you tell me a little bit about this? For Aries, please. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords for Aries. Yeah, there's something you invested in. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's love. The Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. As a lot of you have been putting in work on yourself. Or if you haven't, then that's what you need to be doing. I think some of you have at least looked into it. So maybe, for example, maybe you're grieving still a previous relationship. You'd love something new to come in, but if there's still residual energy from the old relationship, it means that vibrationally you're being pulled down and you're not kind of ascending up and lightening your energy in order to meet the kind of love that it is that you want. But you have been putting or started that work on self, which is fantastic. If you haven't started, you will be soon. But at the same time, there's part of your mind, Aries, that's looking back on that past and going, but when? Have I done enough now? Now, you've got to make sure that your intention for self-healing is in the right place. That you are healing for yourself and not just be like, because like, oh yeah, that's kind of what you feel you should do to try and get to somewhere else. It's about putting yourself first and foremost. Okay, let's do the Ace of Cups, please. The Ace of Cups. There we go. Yeah, the Seven of Wands over the Ace of Cups. This is the new love trying to get through. It's blocked. The King of Swords. He's the King of Detachment, and the Six of Wands. This is about many of you feeling okay on your own. Feeling okay on your own and not thinking, oh, there's someone out there for me, or there's something out for me, and then my life will start. So either I meet the love of my life, then my life can start. Or I get my dream job, then my life can start. No, life's happening right now. Life is happening right now, and you're doing a lot better than you realise. Now, a lot of you don't realise how well you're doing, how well you look. There's people now looking at you. They're probably not telling you, Aries, but they're noticing changes because you are giving self-love. I mean, self-love for self-love's sake is always going to make you feel better. Whether you're doing it because you want to usher someone in quicker or you're genuinely doing it for yourself, it's going to have a positive impact on you. But the moment, that's blocked, the universe needs you to detach from this idea that when the new thing comes in, then your life can start, because that's creating the energetic block. You're not actually moving, you're not flowing through life. You're setting expectations on life. And the universe doesn't work very well under expectations because there's so much going on. It needs to manage to get you to where you want to be that you can't see. We're only given access to a very small percentage of what the universe is actually containing. So from what we can see, it looks like nothing's happening. But from an energetic universal perspective, a lot is happening and the universe needs time. Okay, can I get the Knight of Wands there, please? The Knight of Wands, this is a kind of the impatience. There's a bit of impatience coming in. The Four of Swords. The Seven of Swords, yeah, I thought so. Three of Pentacles, you're working against yourself. So I'm trying to explain this in a way that makes sense. Because everybody does this, Aries. It's like, you're doing something to try and get to a destination rather than enjoying the journey. It's a bit like that. Like, if I do these things, then I get this reward. It's like, well, yes, but as long as you're doing it for the right reasons, like you're not just doing it for the reward. You're safe. It's self-improvement. You're doing it to be healthier, happier, live longer, not just so you can fit in your old wedding dress. I mean, in terms of dieting, both of those reasons are reasonable, but when it comes to like making big life-changing decisions and trying to usher in new things to replace old things, you want to make sure you're doing it from an authentic place. Okay, right, let's look at strength, please. We'll look at strength. Ace of Pentacles, something new. Yeah, okay, we got it. You also, yeah, you're working to create an opportunity here. And the work you're doing is through the process of self-love. Right, okay, yeah, new process, the Fool, yeah. And the Three of Cups, yeah. So it's about your involvement with other energies. You want a new beginning with another energy, whether you've met this energy or not. Some of you may have met them. Some of you, it may just be a person, or, you know, the type of person you might want to go through life with. You're trying to bring that in, and obsessioning over that timing is what is it's actually weighing you down more than helping you. Right, can I get the Tower, please? Yeah, it comes in when you don't expect it. When you're not looking for it, the thing is found. King of Cups. Right, and then we've got, yeah, which you've emotionally detached, the Eight of Cups, and then the commitment comes in, Four of Wands. Yes, Aries, yes. It's like moving away from the idea of, I want a commitment, I want a partnership, and then as soon as that stops, it comes in. Like, boom. Because your energy gets redirected somewhere else, usually into something more productive, which is what the Eight of Pentacles talks about. Okay, can we get the Eight of Pentacles, please? The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and there's the Knight of Cups. The Three of Pentacles, there we go. Now we start working with ourselves. Two of Pentacles, then that energetic match can come in. It's also about steadying out unsteady energies at the moment. You might be in a bit of an emotionally or physically unsteady place. Once you start actually working on your stability yourself, then you naturally start gravitating towards the situation or scenario that actually brings that person in. It's almost like a side effect of your success is another energy coming in to join you, rather than you sort of like focusing on that being your focus. It's all like a side effect, if that makes sense. Right, okay, the Seven of Wands. This is like the card of the hour. This is exactly what we're talking about here. This is the blockage. All right, can we get the Seven of Wands there, please, for Aries? That's too many cards. Sorry, Spirit. They're going to have to go back in. But the one underneath I'm being told to look at is the Knight of Wands, which was down here. Yeah. Frustration. Very frustrated. I understand, Aries. I really do understand. You've probably been waiting a long time. Okay, can I get the Eight of Wands, please? Yeah, the King of Wands. And the King of Timing. The Seven of Cups. And there's the Knight of Wands again. Yeah. You're frustrated and waiting. You don't want to keep waiting anymore. Essentially. Probably spending a lot of time daydreaming, thinking, planning, how can I make this happen, how can I make this work, and the more you do that, the more frustrated you get, and then that frustration causes an energetic block. Now, I'm interested in this Emperor because I have a feeling that this is a type of energy you want to be bringing in, because the Emperor is all four kings. This is an emotionally balanced and available person that's also willing to put in physical work to achieve something. He's the master of his internal and external domains. So that would have to be the frequency that you're resonating at. So the Emperor matches with the Empress and vice versa. So it's like you have to, if you want someone here, Aries, you have to get up there yourself. Now, I'm not talking about attractiveness or anything like that. I'm talking about how you're resonating in your energy. If you're constantly focusing on lack and loss and what you don't have in your life, then you will attract in people who focus on lack and loss and what they don't have in their own lives. And if you have two people like that, it just causes chaos, because nobody can see really the wood for the trees in that situation. Everything looks down and negative and sad and what can't be done. And that's not what you want. You want someone who looks up, who's optimistic, who will just take any opportunity that they can to move themselves forwards. That's hopeful for the future, because that's what you are naturally, Aries. I mean, you're a fire sign. You're full of fun and positivity and passion and drive. You want to move forward. You want to make progress. And I think in this particular area, whatever it is we're talking about, you don't feel that you're making the progress that you thought you should have made on that yet, and that is causing frustration. It's like turning that fire energy into frustration. And what you want to to do is release that fire energy into something that you are passionate about. And it may not be the object of your affection or your dream job, because that's not available to you now. But once you start putting your passions into something that you just in the here and now that you're passionate about, that path inevitably leads you through a series of events that you cannot see now to the thing that you want. Okay, can I get the Emperor, please? Can I get the Emperor? Oh, okay. Yeah, Temperance. Not Temperance, sorry, Judgment. 10 of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's a new, that's the new beginning. That's the end of the old, that's the ushering in the new. It's like your idea of love and connection, or the idea of the dream job you want that you have at this present moment changes at some point through this process of working on something else, right? Once that changes, and I think maybe you have time to process past relationships or past jobs and what worked and what didn't work. Maybe what you want isn't compatible with who you are. You kind of go through this kind of situation, scenario, healing, deep inner reflection, and then it actually brings in an energy here that is matching to you, that takes you off in a new direction, and it may very well have been the thing that you were looking for. Okay, can I get the Hanged Man there, please? The Hanged Man. Can we get the Hanged Man? Yeah, the Star. Yeah, it's your wish. Your wish. The Ace of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant. It all starts making sense a bit longer down the line. It's like one of those moments where you look back on it and go, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Don't know how, that's just the feeling that I'm getting when those cards came out. What that's in relation to you, I don't know, because I don't know specifically what we're talking about here. But the Hierophant's come out, and the Hierophant does represent life lessons, karmic cycles, traditions, patterns, what is known, and it's like something changes. Ace of Wands reversed. I'm not getting Ace of Wands reversed as in lack of energy or passion to go towards what you want. In here, it's like until that's the right way around, it's not really clearing a path for you to meet the end goal of what it is that you want. There's still a blockage in the way. The Ace of Wands here is a blockage between there's still a lesson you need to learn before you move on to the next stage of wish fulfillment, which you've already set for yourself. Something of that nature, Aries. Right, okay, let's pull some universal advice. Can we please get some universal advice for Aries, please? Some universal advice for Aries. Universal advice for Aries. Universal advice for Aries, please. The universal advice. Okay. Yeah, you got the World in reverse and the Mirror, yeah, and then the Five of Bows, Five of Wands, which is empowerment, and I really need to cover him up because he's very rude and YouTube doesn't like that card. Right, so there's a new beginning waiting for you. It's literally almost behind a veiled curtain. It's waiting on the other side. It's not been able to come into effect yet. It's in reverse, okay? It's in reverse because you need to do some deep inner reflection here, the Mirror. The Mirror in this card is a High Priestess. It's also a little bit like the Moon as well. That's going within, going deep, doing some inner reflection, inner healing, focusing that energy somewhere in a different direction, maybe manifesting in something creative that you enjoy doing. So like a hobby, maybe you enjoy painting, maybe you enjoy writing. And it's like through that medium, not only does it distract you from waiting for the thing that you're waiting for, it also starts channeling your energy, opening your heart wide up, elevating your vibration, where you meet whoever or whatever it is you've been expecting, and the path is cleared for you to move forwards in that direction. And the Five of Bows here is usually the Five of Wands, which is like difficulty. Some of you will find this process quite difficult. I've been there myself, Aries, where you just got to kind of drop expectation of things coming in, just go, do you know what, leave that, let me try and focus on something else. It is going to be difficult for you at first, but it actually leads to your empowerment. This is actually a card of empowerment. It says empowerment at the bottom there. Sorry, we're waiting on the new cameras still. We will get there, guys. Okay, Aries, I'm going to have to leave the reading there for you. I hope that it helped. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give the video a little thumbs up if it resonated with you. Thank you so much, Aries, for sharing your energy here with me today in the Zen Den. All of your energies and love and appreciation is greatly appreciated here. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.